Chris Barker, you manager for the night, came to get a result and in the end a 1-0 victory.
Yeah, very pleasing in the first half. I think we played some nice football. I think we could have been more than 1-0 up after half time. Disappointing probably not to win 3 or 4 at half time, but second half, credit to them, they come on. We were under pressure for especially the last half an hour, kept putting the ball in the area. We were scrambling and we weren't good enough in the second half, but we are through to the next round. And but yeah, quite happy in the first half, second half disappointing.
Yeah, and it was a game of two halves, as the cliche goes, and I suppose the team showed their quality in the first half, but then had to really dig in after the break, and Dan Thomas showed his qualities. Yeah,
Dan made a couple of good saves near the end, a couple of scrambles, but when we moved the ball in the first half, more than 2 touch, we sort of played through them. But credit to them, they come on in the second half. But we've got a lot of young boys, and hopefully they're going to learn from this and hopefully push on.
And that's it. You were very much the senior member of the team, without labouring a point. But yeah, young players, good experience in kind of men's football.
Yeah, and that's what this sort of games are aimed for. Like I say, I'm the senior one in the team, but hopefully they're going to learn from it. Like I say, they played some good football in the first half, but when you're under pressure, you've got to put it into the corners, get throw-ins, slow the game down, and hopefully they'll learn from this. We don't play, the young boys don't play much men football. So hopefully they will learn in and push on. Yeah,
and certainly there were enough chances in the first half. The game could have been won by half time.
I think so, yeah, I totally agree with that. I think we were disappointed to not be 3-4-0, but we know what football is, and this is what I'm trying to explain to the young boys. 1-0, 2-0 is probably the most dangerous scores in the football. And like I say, the credit to them, they kept going and put a lot of pressure on us near the end.
But Dan, a lot of a goalkeeper's game is concentration, and Dan showed that, having been relatively unemployed in the first half. He made a couple of really strong saves.
Yeah, I think he did a couple of good catches in the first half from crosses, but Dan's obviously not played a lot of games this year, so it's good for him to get minutes under his belt. I think his kicking was fantastic, especially the first half, and he saved us near the end.
And a good experience for you as well, taking the team, part of your coaching experience. It's, I suppose, passing on your experience and your wisdom to the young players.
Yeah, of course. And I love playing. As I said before, I love playing football. It doesn't matter where it is. I love doing it. I've not played a game probably for a couple of months now, so I'm eager to play. I've got 95 minutes in the belt, and hopefully I can pass my experience on to the young boys. But it's probably more about the young boys learning. More than me really.
But you felt you got the 95 minutes. You felt like you're still match fit.
Yeah, it's obviously hard that you come, no disrespect to these, to the level of this game, to the conference in front of 5,000 people at Grimsby on Saturday. It's a totally different scenario. But I've not played for games for a couple of months. I'm training every day, so there's no problem there. Just like you say, match fitness is a totally different thing, so I was happy to play a full game. And
this is a competition where Aldershot Town have done well in the past. They've won the competition several times, and it was a youth team tonight, but the club are looking to do well and progress.
Yeah, and that's what I said to them before the game. Obviously the press is here, the first team manager's here, I was here, and this is what we're talking about. We want them to progress as much as they can. More games they do play like this, the better they will. So hopefully we can go far in this tournament, and see hopefully they'll learn, and we'll get a trophy at the end.